Hello, hello. Good afternoon, everyone. How are we all doing? Just realized my bed's messy. That's fine. I'm a writer. We're messy. We're allowed to be messy, right? I had to remove a lot of my filming stuff, and I was doing filming and photos and stuff at our Stygian HQ, so a bunch of my things have been all over. No, none of that stuff ever affects me. I never even notice it. And I pretty much can't ever sleep in, but I am messy when I've been in the middle of doing photos and video. I've got like, you can't see it because it's all hidden and out of the way, but there's cameras and stuff everywhere. It's been a busy weekend. I hope you are all doing well. I'm gonna do some writing today. I was just exporting those timers again because last week we had decided that we liked having the quiet timer where we could add some like Celtic music and stuff to sort of at random and switch the music around, but I wanted to keep our timer bell at the end of it, so I had to re-edit it and just take the music out, leave the little bell in at the end. So I finally did that this morning because I had forgotten up until now. So that's where we are at. And my whole morning was thrown off because I couldn't have a bath when I woke up because the stupid hot water was dead. So it's been not exactly how I wanted the morning to go, but I will live. And now we're going to get some work done, so that'll be nice. What I usually have been doing these sessions is going through my planner and making sure that that's set up for the week, and then getting everything kind of in order, and then doing some writing a little bit further in. So as always, we're going to start with a 30-minute timer, and we're going to go to 15-minute and then back to the 30 at the end. And I'm hoping to keep the housekeeping and organization just to this first 30-minute timer. And other than that, I can write, but we'll see how it goes. All right, I'm going to get you up on the stage. Hop right in because we're already like 6 minutes in. No. First of all, I don't really like death metal, so I would not have fun listening to that. And second, I don't think that would really help with the writing too much. Just a hunch, just a hunch. All right. I'm going to get our music back up and running. Get us some epic Celtic sounds going on. I am biased as a partial fantasy writer. This is my vibe. Oh yeah, okay. I don't know. I feel like people might not write at all. They might just have a headache. No shade to my death metal fans. I have friends who are very into death metal, but especially like when you're trying to hone in, I feel like it's maybe not the best bet. Maybe you just get some really crazy stream of consciousness. I could see it being good for like a battle scene. So if you're writing fantasy and it's a battle scene, could work. But I mean, if you would like to turn the volume down while the timer is on and try some death metal and let me know how it goes, I would be very curious to hear. Alrighty, I am going to shut up now. We're going to do our first 30 minutes, and I will talk to you again in 30 minutes. first sprint down. We're having a quiet day today, I see. I was doing organizing, and then I wound up sitting and working on adding episodes to the new Haunted Montreal IMDb. So that was exciting. Not exciting. It's just nice to have it all organized. And I've realized that I think that might be what I'm doing entirely today, because there are a lot of episodes and I would really like them all listed on the Haunted Montreal YouTube page. So I'm going to be adding those throughout the day. Throughout these hours, these couple hours where we will be sprinting. To anyone who's just joining, welcome. We are doing writing sprints. If you also just want to be generally productive, you can do that too. Sprints are great for that. We talk a bit, then we take breaks to do some work. I am working on these episodes, so I'm learning IMDb, basically. Stygian Media is launching as a proper media company in April, so I want to have everything set up, and we're going to have new shows. So once I figure out how to do everything, I can make sure that the other people on the network are going to be able to upload as well. I've been having a bit of a YouTube crisis, though, with this, where I'm wondering if I really should continue to be posting my properly filmed videos on my channel here. I had really planned to do that this year. I had a whole plan for month after month after month, but as much as I really love my community here, I find that these live streams are the best way for me to interact with everyone. And it just seems to be my favorite, most positive thing about the writing community is doing sprints, whether that be here or on Discord. So yeah, I've got a few videos in the queue, as I had mentioned, because of my tech issues, and also just schedule throwing things off with all the busyness, but I'm starting to think that I'm trying to do a lot of streamlining in my life right now, and part of that is doing the merge into Stygian Media. So I kind of need to put my efforts where there is the most reward. So I don't know. I'm thinking on that right now. I'm not sure exactly what the direction for this channel will be, just because there is a lot more going on with Stygian Media. But I want to spend most of my writing time writing. And that is sprints. So we may just stick to doing live streams for the foreseeable future. We'll see. I'll think on it. I'll keep you all updated. All right. I'm going to add my 15-minute timer because I didn't actually upload it before. Alrighty. So that is sitting there and that is ready to go. For anyone who's just joining, let me know what you're working on today. Are you writing? Are you doing something else? What are your goals? What are your aims? I know Sunday is often a day of rest, of relaxation, but I was working Saturday and I didn't want to miss doing these sprints, so I'm doing them today. And yeah, maybe I will do a bit of writing, but I plotted out a whole new novel the other day, which was terrible because I have so many in the queue now and I need to finish Mortal Things. So I'm also wrestling with that. I've been very on track with a lot of things so far this year, but just over this past week, it's been a little mentally chaotic and a little draining in a few areas. And I've just been a bit all over the place and stressed, and I don't know. I'm trying to chill out, and that's my goal. I'm sure a lot of people feel that probably around this time in the new year. As spring is coming, you sort of charge into the new year, especially with productivity and creativity and all of those things. And then there's a certain point where you hit a little bit of a wall. I think my brain broke on Friday night. I went out and I was playing this game and I was I just couldn't do it, and I couldn't understand why I couldn't do it. And I think that was the moment in which I realized I need to take a bit of find some mental space for myself in this busy time. Anyhow, as I usually tell people what I'm drinking, this is the energy drink of the day. It's called White Haze. It's not very good. I don't recommend it, but it's doing the job. So we're okay with it for now. Alrighty, I'm going to add our 15-minute timer to the stage. So we're going to it's 1:43, so I'm going to try to get in 3 15-minute sprints, and then we're going to wrap with a half hour. I think that'll be good. Alrighty, get our music back up and running. And let's try a different song here. I've got a whole bunch of supposedly royalty-free Celtic stuff. Sometimes I get a little copyright mark on it anyway. I don't know why, but I'm not monetized, so I'm not worrying about it too much. Alrighty. I will be back and talking with you in 15 minutes. Get myself muted. 15-minute timer is up. Welcome to anyone who's just joining. Good morning, noon. It is just coming up on 2 p.m. here. How are you all doing? How's the writing going? Did you get some words in that last one? I am still doing episodes on IMDb. It's going to be a tedious process. I think I may be halfway through. No, I don't think I'm even halfway through our first season. There are a lot of Haunted Montreal episodes, but it's going to feel so good to have them uploaded there. I feel like I'm procrastinating a bit with all the other things I need to do, but this is also something that needs to be done, so it's okay. It's fine. It's all right. When there are a million things to be done on the to-do list, anything is a step forward. If you have not said hello, say hello in the chat. You don't have to. We love lurkers, but we don't bite, so it's always nice to say hi, see what everyone's working on. If I do get at any of my writing today, it is going to be Mortal Things. It's my sort of dark history with a touch of fantasy novel that I am supposed to finish by the end of this month. If I don't finish it by the end of this month, it's not the worst thing in the world. I am starting to release it in April, but it's by chapters, so it's one chapter every month. So it's coming out, but my editing process is going to be a little different than usual because it's going to be serialized, and then the whole book will be available at the end. It's part of the new Stygian media process for putting out Spotlight publications, and I'm using myself as a guinea pig. We're hoping to get some more writers in who want to do something similar, but the submissions are not currently open. They will be when we relaunch in April. So if anyone here is a horror writer, dark fiction, then you'll be able to submit something, and perhaps we will wind up working together. All of those announcements will be live on YouTube and social media and everywhere else in the next few weeks. It really is coming up on that time, and it's kind of scary, but I'm really excited. I'm trying to plan our launch party / funeral for the old Stygian Society, and I'd say bittersweet, but I mean, like, it's really just sweet because everything's going really well. I think our team is incredible, and I'm so excited for everyone else to see what's been going on. So it'll be a lot of fun. All right, we're at 2. I want to make sure that we do get enough sprints in today, because sometimes I talk too much and we don't get enough in. So I'm going to make sure we do. We're going to do 2 more 15 minutes and then a final half-hour sprint. If you didn't get as many words in the last time or joined a little bit later on, now is your chance to really get into things. I'm going to throw our timer up here, send it back to the beginning. Feel free to chat in the chat while the timer's on. I will just be talking when it is off if you're new here. And if you haven't already, let me know where you are working on or said hello to everyone. Please do so. It's always fun to see the various genres and everything that are going on here. I find a lot of fantasy writers come into my space, which makes sense. So I like to see when someone pops up who is doing something completely different and unexpected. It's very, very interesting to see. Okay, I'm going to shut up now, and we are going to do our next 15 minutes of writing. So I'll talk to you in 15 minutes. right, another one down. Hope everyone's doing well. Welcome to anyone who is just arriving. Welcome, Crow. Welcome, Kasha. So sorry to hear about the backed up kitchen sink. That is no fun at all. My day has been, my whole week has been a little bit off. I don't know. I've been like tired and stressed and hitting a bit of a wall and out of it. But yeah, so some things have shuffled around, but my plan is to get everything sort of sorted and settled and doing better for the week ahead. That's the aim. Nice to hear about the knitting project. I am a big fan of Cowl, so I'm excited to see how this goes. And I'm glad there is super nice yarn and that there are plot twists, because plot twists are always a good time. I got more episodes uploaded onto IMDb. So I'm just started on season 2. There were like 34 episodes in season 1 going by seasons. And it's gonna, I said it last time, it's gonna be so nice to have it all organized and see it all there and like just have that body of work kind of recorded in that way. But right now, oh my gosh, it's tedious. If I can finish it all by the end of today's sprints, that would be amazing. That would be really, really amazing. But we'll see. Let me know what you're working on if you have not already. Let me know how your words are going. If you're doing word count, what kind of count you're getting in. If you're going by vibes, how that's going. How's the weather in everyone's corner of the world? I know that's not the most exciting topic, but today it feels pretty exciting because it is warm. I'm going out on a nice walk after this, and I'm very excited to do so. Clear the brain cobwebs a bit. I had a late night on Saturday and then had to jump right into photo and video work yesterday. And I did catch up on sleep, but you know when you catch up on your sleep and you're kind of still in a fog, that's sort of my day today. But I'm also super excited because one of the big issues in the new place, which isn't even super new anymore, but you know, it's still new. We're still trying to organize things. I haven't been able to get I haven't had the money to get the organizational stuff I need, like shelves and things. And I finally got one of those and it's sitting in a box and I get to set that up later. And I'm really excited about that. The things that make us happy as adults. Yes, per our recent competition, that's what I've been trying to follow as well, but I have been a little bit off. If anyone is not in the Order of the Written Word Discord, you should definitely join. It's a good time. We're doing a spring conclave right now, so the goal is to write an hour every day, which I usually do like a word count thing. Our big challenge is based on word count, but for the conclaves, I wanted to do something a little bit different because I know not everyone is into word count. So, okay, all right. I know that there was a big full moon on Tuesday. And usually it's a little more relaxed after full moon, but I guess sometimes there's that, I know this applies more to retrogrades and that, which we are also in, those shadow periods and stuff right after a full moon or before it. I'm no expert, but anytime around full moon's gonna be strange for sure. Yay. Yeah, we're at, what is it? We're at 7 above. It's cloudy, but it's not rainy. We were kind of rainy yesterday, and tomorrow it's going to be 15, which is super exciting. I don't want it to get to summer, but spring without some rain will be good. But yeah, I understand. We're headed for that. We are headed for that. I think we get like 2 days without, and then it's probably just going to be lots of rain till the end of the month. I would not be surprised. Alrighty. Get our timer back up here. This is going to be our final 15-minute, and then we're going to do a half hour. So get ready to have your last shorter period and be ready to do one long stretch at the end. We're going to be going to 3 p.m. Eastern. Oh, and I just started to get a bit of a headache. Oh no, that's not good. Let's not do that. Let's not do headaches today. Laundry plot twist. No. You can leave it. You can do other things. It's sprint time. You don't need to do the laundry. All right, I see people are dropping, so I'm going to shut up. Okay. Let's get our writing in. I will be back talking to you in 15 minutes. another one down. Hey Margaret, thank you. I updated for the spring. I wanted to make some of my own, but I have yet to have the time to do so. How are you doing? I'm mostly through season 2 of getting all these episodes listed on IMDb, so slowly and steadily getting through it. Welcome to anyone who is just joining, but remaining quiet in the chat. It's good to see you, even if we can't. That was our final 15-minute sprint, so we're going to do a half-hour sprint to wrap things up. So we will be going over for time today, which is, it's fine. I desperately want to get outside, but it's fine. I'll live. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I never really notice when the time change is happening, but I did have a late night on Friday, and I'm really not used to doing that. And I had to catch up on sleep last night, so I am a little bit out of it as well. I hope that you will be able to do so. I'm doing sort of mindless stuff, just getting episodes up on IMDb for Haunted Montreal because I want that all recorded. And it seems like the right thing to do right now. I hear a lot of people hate it. I don't know why. I never noticed. I noticed it before I had a smartphone. Like when I had to manually go around and change clocks and things like that. That was when I became aware of it. But otherwise, it just kind of seems like, oh, it's light at a different time, and that's kind of it. But maybe it's because I am a really, really good sleeper, so it doesn't, I don't know, it just doesn't throw me off too much. I guess I'm lucky with that. Stuff I can do when I can't focus. Yeah. But I mean, it's good to get that stuff out of the way too, right? Like it frees you up for more creative room at the very least. Yeah, well, it is like logically, there is really no point to it anymore. I think it was because of like farming and stuff, and all the systems are different now, like with technology and everything. So BC, and I think, was it another province? There's like there are one or two provinces that aren't doing it anymore, and there's this thing where Montreal, New York, and Toronto, like Ontario, Quebec, New York, they all will not change unless all the other ones change. So there's kind of like there's like an agreement there. Yeah, exactly. These days, retail hour. Okay, interesting. Yeah, there really isn't a reason for it. So I'm sure by next year or something, they'll have moved things around. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That's not fun. Yeah. RIP to everyone who is suffering because of time change right now. Light is very, very important. Alrighty, I am going to throw our 30-minute timer back up on the stage here. Ooh. Right, there's always federal funding. Okay, we're going to do our final sprint, so we're going to go a little bit over the usual timing. And yeah, do the sprint, and then I'll wrap things up pretty quickly at the end and give everyone back their addled time change affected afternoon. So let's all hope we can get some words in or work, depending on what you are working on. I will be back chatting with you in half an hour. that was the final sprint. 3:12, not too far over, just a little. Seems that some of us were getting a little bit excited by our alternate music selections. There will not be any disco on this channel. I'm sorry. Disco and death metal, no, those will not appear. Although I am interested in the idea of what different types of music would do to the brain while trying to write. I don't think I want to be a guinea pig. Not really. You do you. I am almost finished all the season 3 episodes, getting them up on IMDb. So getting through, I think there's 5 seasons in total. And there are less episodes in 4 and 5, I think, if I remember correctly. So getting there, more than halfway through, I'd say. How'd everyone else do? Let me know before we wrap this up. Next week, we will be sprinting. Let me just confirm Sunday again, because I have an appointment on Saturday. So it'll be another Sunday sprint session, same time, 1 to 3 p.m. Eastern. If you have not already joined the Discord, if you have not already joined the Discord server, that sounded like Keemstar if you're a H3H3 viewer, then I'm going to get the link up here. I imagine most people who are on my channel at this point are in the Discord server, but just in case, I'm going to get this invite here. And yes, I would like to create an invite. Please let me. Thank you. All right. If you haven't joined the Discord server yet, it is linked in the comments now. I sprint there on Wednesdays as well. So there are text sprints Wednesdays and then video sprints here on Saturday or Sunday, depending. As I was saying earlier, just a tiny bit of housekeeping for anyone who didn't hear. I am playing around with the idea of just taking a sort of indefinite break from pre-recorded videos on this channel and just continuing to do live productivity and writing sprints, just because it takes a lot of energy to do this, especially regularly, and the sort of the views aren't really there to make it super worth it given everything else I have going on. So I'm sorry if that is disappointing to anyone. I'm going to try to find different venues to put out educational content, things like that. And I feel like anyhow, until I have another book that's out, it's it's better for me to focus on my writing, and by doing sprints I can do that. And I have the most fun interacting with everyone here during a sprint session. So I've just been weighing the pros and cons of that. We'll see how it goes. I mean, the fact alone that on this channel I go back and forth and have breaks and have a real difficult time being consistent is kind of a sign, I think. So as an entrepreneur, as a creative, I tend to know when to pivot, and I think I've been holding off on pivoting because this was my first YouTube channel and I love it so much. Anyhow, if that's the final decision I make, it's not going to be forever, but it is going to be indefinite because I'm trying to get a lot of other things launched in my life and up and running, and I don't want to burn out doing things that are not providing quite as much in return at the moment, which is not to belittle the people who are hanging out and watching my pre-recorded videos. But I mean, I think everyone understands we want to avoid burnout, don't we? The tint in my glasses, they're just blue light glasses. So I have a prescription, but I lost my glasses a few years back, and I went into the optometrist and they're like, well, your eyes haven't gotten any worse. And it was already pretty, like, nothing huge. I'm nearsighted in one eye, farsighted in the other, and have an astigmatism in my left eye, but it's all very minimal to the point where I don't need glasses to function. It's just kind of nice if I'm at a movie theater or something. That said, I have a lot of trouble looking at the screen and getting headaches with that. So I get the blue light glasses that are tinted yellow, and that helps immensely. Highly recommend if people are on the computer a lot and get headaches from it, because I used to, and given the amount of time I'm on the computer, I really need to not be suffering if possible. Alrighty, I'm going to wrap things up because I want to get some fresh air, and I want to put together my shelves and organize some things. I'm very excited to do this. But thank you so much, everyone, for hanging around, especially if you were here for the whole thing. I might put up 1 or 2 videos this week. I might not. Either way, if I put something up, it'll be a like goodbye for now type video because, again, don't want to get burned out. But for now, I will see you on Wednesday if you're in the Discord server, and I will see you next Sunday for live sprints. Those are not going anywhere. Thank you so much for hanging out, and I hope that you continue to have a day that is just as wonderful as you are. Bye.